You post the caption before you've even left the retreat parking lot. I am not the same person who left. It's true. You can feel it, a 2-day-old stillness sitting in your chest, like weather that hasn't broken yet. 600 people believe you before lunch. So do you. Is that feeling proof of anything at all? Or does the world only ask you to prove it once you're home? Nate did 10 days of silence in the mountains outside a small Costa Rican town. No phone, no talking, 6 hours of sitting a day. On the 9th day, something in him genuinely came loose. He isn't performing when he films himself at the airport describing it. His voice actually shakes. By the time he lands, the video has done what most videos do. People are messaging him for advice. His bio now says, held by something larger. He isn't lying to anyone. He believes every word of it, which is exactly why none of this feels like a performance from the inside. But 4 days later, his mother calls to remind him about a dentist appointment, and Nate hangs up on her mid-sentence, irritated in the exact old way, before he's even aware he's doing it. He posts about it that night anyway, reframed, softened. Even the awakened still get triggered by attachment patterns. The framing works. Nobody in the comment section notices that the sentence explains away the very thing it should have made him stop and look at. The retreat worked exactly as advertised, for 9 days, in a room built to make stillness easy. What it never tested was a phone call from his mother, because his mother wasn't at the retreat. And it turns out this isn't really about the phone call. Nate has done this before, long before Costa Rica, with the gym phase that was going to fix everything, with the ex he was certain had taught him unconditional love, with the year he called himself just a really chill person, right up until the year he wasn't. Each time, a real feeling arrives, and Nate mistakes the size of the feeling for proof that something underneath him has actually shifted. He's not unusual in this. Almost everyone in his comments has their own version. The diet, the breakup, the year they found themselves. A moment when the ordinary, boring work of change got swapped for a single vivid experience that felt like the whole thing. Over the next few weeks, he posts more, not less. Longer captions about detachment and presence. Quoting concepts he half understands with total confidence. Every new post reads like proof to the people watching, and inside his own house, every time someone close to him points that out.
They don't understand. They're not where you are yet.
You've done the work.
In 1984, a psychologist named John Wellwood coined a term for exactly this pattern, after watching it happen again and again in students who had had entirely real, entirely powerful spiritual experiences. Spiritual bypassing, using detachment, oneness, or transcendence to route around grief, anger, or an unresolved relationship, instead of actually working through it. The unsettling part of Wellwood's observation wasn't that these people were faking their experiences. It's that the nervous system doesn't care where relief comes from. A genuine breakthrough and an escape hatch can feel identical from the inside, and the more powerful the experience, the easier it becomes to mistake it for the cure. Which means Nate's mountain didn't malfunction. It did exactly what an intense experience always risks doing to an unprepared mind. Handed a very good reason to stop looking any further. And the uncomfortable part isn't what that says about silent retreats. It's that you've done a smaller version of this yourself. Not on a mountain maybe, but somewhere you decided you'd changed because the feeling of change was strong enough to skip the part where you'd have to prove it. So, go back to the airport, the caption typed, cursor blinking after, I am not the same person who left. Nate already answered this question for you, and here's what his answer cost him. Not the retreat, not the comments, not the bio. Something smaller and easier to miss. An actual conversation with his mother, replaced by a paragraph about attachment patterns that let him feel resolved without resolving anything. A 12th century Chan teacher once mapped this exact path in 10 pictures, and the most radical choice he made was refusing to end the sequence at the mountaintop. The final image isn't enlightenment or dissolution. It's a person walking back into an ordinary market town, unremarkable, helping a shopkeeper carry something. For Nate, it went wrong at the exact moment the feeling got treated as finished business instead of the beginning of some very ordinary, unglamorous work. Or, you already know what's waiting for you at home. That was never where this went wrong. The mountain was never the destination. The test was always going to be some small, when you don't upload, unfilmed Tuesday. And nobody was checking whether he'd changed at all. The certainty of having found the pattern was never proof that you found one. It was proof of how badly you needed to. Thanks for thinking alongside me. Until next time, subscribe, think deeper, live sharper,